Hello, hello,
Okay.
hello to my future air traffic controller. I am Athanasios and today I am not alone. I am with a friend and student which name is Ignacy.
Ignacy, hello everyone.
Hello, yeah, perfect. So today we will do something very important. We will hack SkyTest and we will make um, a very useful application. But before that, before I explain what we will do today, which is a mini revolution, I must explain first some theory about the radar. Okay, it is good for you. Um, it is good to know. It is not necessary, but it will help you like to understand more things. So we have this radar in one hand, okay, and in the other hand, how I go back, okay, we have the flight radar, um, um, radar, okay. So a, li- a lot of things are different. So most of you might think that this is what I will see as an air traffic controller. This is like what I should prepare, and the answer is no. Um the radar that an air traffic controller sees is this. Okay, a radar tells the exactly position, and fly radar it is like predicting a little bit, but this is like I see for some seconds. As a radar I don't see, and after when I see I just refresh the screen. So what is this green tail? This green tail tells about the past of the aircraft and helps the air traffic controller when, for example, they uh, told the pilot to make a turn. This, for example, this is not a straight line. If it make a turn, you know it will make a turn also the tail. So it helps them for this, and each of square represent where the aircraft was 1 minute ago. In our game and in our preparation, it is not like that. It is not represent 1 minute ago. It is represent seconds ago. Yeah, like 1 second and so on. And this is very normal because if it was like a real radar, you should play not like for 25 minutes, 45 minutes, you should play like 4 hours, okay? So, and yes, the in real radar, the aircraft is not like airplanes, like flight radar. It is like that. It is like I don't know, romp. I don't know how it is called in English. So, and it stop and start, and yes, it has like that these circles, and they represent the distance. And now your question should be, and where are the airways? Where are the waypoints? What air traffic controllers see? So they have an option which is like on off. If you want to see, you see. If you don't see. And yes, they put on. And um, they have above this black thing. Let's see what we see. Okay, hard map also. So they have the airways, which is the road that an aircraft should be, and the waypoints. Okay, it is like above. And also they have, yes, they have the speed vector, which is this black. Basically, Gnasi, wait, because I'm scared. Yes, also for my viewers, I want to see if I'm recording right now because it is our
Okay.
second time. And yes, I'm recording right now. Okay, perfect. So it is has this black line which is called speed vector, and they represent it is the all in the real radar. It is the only prediction that predicts where it will be in 1 minute from now. but in our game it is less, as we talked before. If I remember well, it is unfortunately in SkyTest, but not only in SkyTest. It is like it is straight. It is all the black lines the same. It is something like, it depends on the speed, something like 20 seconds. Okay, this is not something that you should care. I just tell you as a tool. Okay, if for some reason, I don't know, in your preparation with an exam, I don't know, okay, it might be useful to you personally. Okay, for me it wasn't, but I tell you because you might want like to predict where the aircraft might be in 20 seconds, so you can make some decision like to radio or message to put a relevant on a relevant or some things. Okay, it is just a tool. You want to use it. If you don't. Okay, so a little bit more about the, what? Damn.
No.
So to finish our theory lesson, we go to flight radar. Okay, this is an example, and we will do that together. And I will show you some things like um, how important is this, um, like this simulation that you played is a simulation. So wait, unfortunately I'm in my old PC. Oh my god. Okay, come on, you can do that. My PC is 4 gigabyte RAM. Okay, this is a tower and this is an island. Okay, so come on, please. Can't. Okay, I want to touch. Okay, if I touch this aircraft, for example, let's go to Dubai. Right now we are on Greece. Okay, so Greece is far away from Dubai, so it might. So I think that it might be in cruise mode. Yes, we have like so many kilometers. Okay, um, and it might be, and the air traffic controllers that they should talk. They might be like only ACC. They code like they go from countries to countries. They check one whole country in the high flight levels. So I believe that this aircraft goes like um, 400 flight level, which is 4,000 feet. Okay, let's see if we are lucky. Okay, it's not 40,000. It's like uh, 37, so it's like 40. Okay, and it will go with this speed is very high. It's like, I don't know, like 1,000 kilometers. Let's check. No, 974 kilometers per hour, so it's very fast, as you understand. This is, so that's why it's very, for example, let's suppose that this aircraft run at the same flight level with that aircraft. So in 1 minute, if the aircraft controller do not tell like to move, to go down, there will be a conflict. All this. Let's check this too. Okay, this go. Okay, they might have 1 minute or more like difference because they are very similar, the flight level. And let's check this aircraft. So this one is on 37 and the other is on 35. Okay, you will tell me that, but in our game is like 400, so it is like 40,000 feet and 30,000 feet. It's okay. This is the rule of the our game. In the reality is less. Not in reality, in these rules of this country. Okay, I don't know. Like I want to check how important is this game. And for example, this is like a point, okay, a waypoint, for example, and so on. Might not this, but there is might there one point or there one point, okay, waypoint. So this is what we play. Let's suppose that let's go, please. Are we lucky? Let's see if we can run it without any problem, like without my laptop crashing. Please don't crash. And do you see all this? Wind, temperature, all these are very important for an air traffic controller and for an pilot, because if there is a lot of wind and bad weather on them, they might change the route and so on. Okay, do not worry about all this. Do not worry that if you make a mistake, two aircrafts are like, I don't know, 200 million cent. Hello guys, this recording is after that we have made the video. I should do that because I will help you a lot, because there were things that I didn't know, okay, and we have a lot of problems, so you will see that I cut a lot the video. It is like edited. I'm not a good editor, but it's okay. So let's go. So guys, first of all, I didn't know that there is a bug that this happens in Windows. If I had understand it well, in Windows PCs, you go in the custom settings of radar, you choose, for example, 6 aircrafts, and the game does not obey. It gives you like 10 aircrafts and something like that. So this is a big problem for Archangel mode. If you have that problem, I don't know, please contact like to SkyTest to see if they can help you. Or for example, don't put 6 aircrafts, put like 5, like 4, like 3, like 1, 0, I don't know. Okay, to somehow make the game like the Archangel game, okay, to somehow to make that. In the end of the day, I want you, from all of you, to understand, it's not in radar game, okay, it's not about the aircraft's number, it's about, we want 2 things. The first thing, if we go deeply, okay, if you can do 6, do 6, but it's not only the number, it's also the conflict, it's a lot of things. I want to deeply understand that what we want to create. We want to create, to have a number or aircrafts that you can control, okay. So there is no need to have like 10 is a big number. When I mean to control is like to remember the flight level of the aircraft, okay, is to remember is to, when it comes to our sector is the map that we control as air traffic controllers, okay. This what sector means. When an aircraft comes to our sector, and unfortunately I have forgot in the video that you will see, I have forgot to draw like a circle, which is what we control, and if an aircraft goes away from that, we forget about it because it is in the hands of another air traffic controller to control. Okay, if unfortunately we forgot one aircraft, I hope, you must, I don't know, don't do a mistake like that. Okay, like, you prepare for this thing. I want you to not have not a single one aircraft to go out of the airway. Okay, not a single one. All your aircraft should be in the airway. Okay, it's okay if for example in one aircraft unfortunately you didn't make a good turn and it go outside, put that inside as fast as you can. Okay, so guys, what I want to tell you is that I forgot it also to put like a circle, for example with Epic Pen. Epic Pen is an application that you can draw above your screen. So what I want to tell you, I forgot, damn, and this is all important. So one is when your aircraft comes to your sector, like when it comes to an entry point of the airways, to predict are there any conflicts. Should I make an aircraft to change flight level? Yes or no? This is like when an aircraft comes, this is like your first question that you make. The soonest you do that, the better. Okay, this is all the game. If you do that, and after that, two aircrafts to be parallel when they go out of the exit point, like to be parallel, like don't go something out to the exit point and the heading should be like in zero, but you somehow do that, like to go out, not to go out from the airway. Okay, correct, good, but not like in heading 0, in heading like 30. I don't know, like you drift aircrafts. Are you a drifter? Fast and Furious. So if you do that, then you will be a king. So what we want from the game that you will make, like little aircraft and a lot of conflict scenarios, like to see that in one game in this 45 minutes, because it is 45 minutes, this is the best setting that you should do, or 1 hour. Don't do like 30 minutes, please. Okay, do that when you don't have time, or when you start like your preparation and you are not get used to play so this long. But when are you on your finest, when you are on your prime, okay, do like play on 45 minutes at least. So in these minutes we should create a game that a lot of conflicts happens, easy conflicts. Okay, like, oh, I see there are 3 aircrafts, I should change the flight level on 1 and we are okay. Like a lot of easy problems. This is the game. The game is not about handling, because we played after a lot of people ask about medium, and in my life I haven't played medium. I see Ignacy plays medium because we had a lot of problems with the software, not only SkyTest, we had a lot of problems unfortunately. So we played like in medium, and medium wasn't good, and because it wasn't good because it didn't have conflict problems to solve. It was like only handling, like, okay, I put this aircraft to this flight level because it should exit like that, I do these turns and blah blah blah. This is not a good game, okay, to play. Second audio recording. I don't remember where I was but so look, how is the game? The perfect game is that I have the first game of SkyTest. Two things from this game: the mechanics of how the aircrafts stop and start. Okay, this is the first, and the second is about left and right, like to be always correct about that. This is very important. Remember first one. For example, you might play 6 games. One game might be like only that, and another game might have left and right as a part of its game. So it is very important to be always correct. About the second, I can make it as a rule only, not as a game. About the first, I can somehow make SkyTest to run 2 times, okay, and you will see from the videos. And the first game, it will be like a game that we have this tap and store. Remember the algorithm with the command prompts that we could do that in the Archangel game version 1. Okay, let's call it my first video about this Archangel mode that I do like an algorithm and the game tap and store. Let's call it Archangel game version 1. And now we talk about Archangel game version 2, okay, which is always the second version better than the first one. So in Archangel version 2, we have the one game that it will run. It will be Archangel game version 1, but in the settings we do not have audio, okay. And in the second game that we will run simultaneously, and I will show you how to do that, we have it only for the audio. So we have 2 applications of a game that run simultaneously, and with one is only for the audio and press relevant or irrelevant, and the other is all the other, like the handling and the conflicts. So guys, and you might have a lot of questions, and in the video you will see how to do that. And as the name tells also, like version 2 is not only better than the version 1, but it is more like more advanced, more after. Okay, so what you will do for your preparation: first of all, you should see if somehow you can fix the bug that you have some Windows PC, because it is important, okay. After that, you find out a way to solve it. If you not, I will tell you, wait a little bit, and I will tell you what you should do. So let's suppose that you have fixed the bug, and when you put in custom settings 6 aircraft, you have 6 aircraft, okay. When you put 7, you have 7, and so on. So how, for example, I'm a player that I haven't touched it, radar. Athanasios, it is my first video that I'm seeing, and I have played like 2 times. What I should do to practice radar? First of all, check in my other videos about the radar from Fish 2 Masterclass YouTube playlist that I have. And after that, you can play, for example, on medium like 1 time or 2, not more than 2 times. And after that, you play on Archangel version 1, okay. For example, 1 row of games, like 1 lap, is to play Archangel mode without the command prompt that have stop and start, because it will ruin your audio. This is the first version that you will play the first time before to complete one lap, and after that you can play or hard mode or you can play Archangel mode with no audio, but to have audio there is in custom settings something that it tells you that you can read the audio, and it is about to read, and in this game you can put the aircraft to stop and stop with command prompts. Okay, and this is one lap. For example, this is your let's suppose in your first lap you play like one Archangel mode without command prompts and audio, and one Archangel mode with command prompts and no audio and only to read. Okay, the second lap it will be like one Archangel mode with audio and no command prompt, and one hard mode, and you will do that like that, okay, and something like that. And when you will put to play version 2, okay, when you will feel that if for example you had only audio, okay, and nothing else like to have to give a lot of brain power, and you will not have a brain to think and something like that. For example, when you will feel that you can if you played only audio, for example, and you have full your mind capacity, then you will answer 100% correct and fast. Okay, when you will think that you have mastered the audio, and the only thing that keeps you behind from the audio is unfortunately I should think about other things, how to handle, how to predict conflicts and so on. And yes, we make falses as people, we are people. Okay, when you think that you are a king on audio alone and you understand it full, then you go for Archangel version 2, because the drawbacks of Archangel mode 2 that you will see in a little bit is not so good. It has one drawback, okay, and the drawback is because you run two games, and the two games might be the same map, but it has different waypoints. Okay, in the first game that you see, you will see, for example, Alpha Bravo Charlie, okay, and in the second map that is only for audio, there is no Alpha Bravo Charlie. Okay, so if it is something relevant to Alpha Bravo Charlie points, you click relevant, but in the other game it's scored irrelevant as the correct. So that's why I tell you that to play version 2 you must first play version 1, and the version 2 is like the best simulator, okay, for your preparation. So like in your last week, I don't know when, last 1 week, last 2 weeks, I don't know, you put Archangel game version 2 and you play, and one lap is only that, okay. And if you want to have brain muscles, you can add like to your one lap also a game of difficult mode, okay. So what you will see next is 3 ways. The first 2 ways is about on Windows PC, okay. The first way is the easy way, and if you are lucky, and even if you are not lucky, for example, SkyTest, they ask you to put your codes and after that it tells you that you should activate manually and something bullshit like that, because of course they want to have a safety and it is very natural and very professional. And if you have problems and your first way doesn't work, then you go to the video, you continue, and I have the second way, okay? And when I have and if you have Mac OS, I have also for Mac OS, okay? This way is something experimental. I am creative, but not super creative, okay? I like to problem solving, but not like to super problem solving. I give you some like ideas, okay? You can make this version 2 better, like to make your version 3. And please, if someone find out some tricks, okay, after that he will give fees too, write on comment to help and the other candidates. You know what, for Mac I used and this option and it's better, okay? Do that. Let's become one good team, okay? The better candidates, the better newcomers, the better the air traffic controllers community will be. Bye. Sorry, and what I forgot also, unfortunately, for example, you have bug on the SkyTest and you have not a lot of time, like to send emails and so on and find out how to solve it, and you tried, for example, with one aircraft in custom settings, but unfortunately it's not one aircraft, it is like 10 aircrafts, I don't know, like the game doesn't obey. And how you should practice? Good question. The medium game that I played, it's not good. That I didn't play, I see that, like as a teacher. It's not good. It's not good because I think that in every PC, because of the randomness, I don't know exactly, it's like different from every person, okay? I don't know how and why. It's okay, the randomness of SkyTest, and from these people, okay, what I advise to them is play play one medium and one hard, okay? In the medium, this is one lap, okay? To play one medium game and one hard game. In the medium game, what I want to do is like to be as perfect as you can. Everything should be perfect. Unfortunately, it has very little conflicts, okay? Conflict scenarios to solve, but in these scenarios, when it happens, you should solve them like in the first 3 seconds, okay? Like to be as fast as you can. For example, one aircraft came to our sector. I see it wants to go to Bravo with 200 flight level, and it has 200 flight level right now. And the other aircraft, there is an aircraft that it will go opposite the route of our aircraft that it came, and it has also 200 flight level, and we want to have this flight level because he will go to an exit point with that flight level. So when it will come, like a little seconds, you should find out, like to be as quick as you can, to remember all the other aircrafts flight level, and like to solve it as fast as you can. This is the game, how it works. Also about in medium mode. Also in audio, you should be like 95 to 100 correct, okay? As correct as you can. Like, don't be less than 90. Okay, this is, it is not easy, it wants training. It's not like, but when you are at your prime, we're talking about at your prime, okay? Don't worry, you will start and you will do like in audio 20 of 100 corrects. But with playing, and when you write your falses in the note, and after that you see your notes and you try to not make the false and so on, then the miracle will happen sooner or less, okay? Even if you think that you hit your plateau. Um, I thought like 4 times that I hit my plateau, okay? But I didn't. I make like better and better after playing, and I didn't even expect that. So, what else? And about in hard mode, what I want to do from you? Yes, this is how to play a game in hard mode correctly. For me personally, when there are a lot of aircraft, okay, and there is a jump, and you do not have the control, and it's not human to have the control. What do? You press pause. You press pause, okay, and you see as fast as you can the aircrafts, okay. Yes, 20 aircrafts. I don't know how many they are, and you see about where it will go, at what flight level. Is there any aircraft that goes with the same flight level and it goes like to another direction, and this will meet and there will be a conflict like that, and you play like a static game. This is like a static game, but it's very cool, like to in these 30 minutes, like to stop like the game 3 times. I don't know how many, for example 3 times, and like to play quick a static game, for example, where is the conflict, okay, something like that. I want to think as an air traffic controller, okay. This is how you will be the better for all of their that playing, okay. Because there are people that tell, okay, and I don't know because I haven't played medium. There are people that tell like the better for your preparation, like the reality is to play on medium. Fuck, no. Yes, there are easy conflict scenarios, but there are a lot of them. Okay, a lot of conflict scenarios to solve and easy. So you should be like get used to it, okay? And also get used to it to stop and start and so on. This is reality, okay, guys? I'm here not to master SkyTest. I'm here to master the reality. So, right now we talk about theory, and what I have told you before. I have told you that the perfect preparation for the radar is the combination of these two. Like, can I have this aircraft to stop and start? I'm perfect, okay. So, and this is what we will do. First step is to go where is SkyTest is installed. Okay, for example, it is like on this PC, program files, SkyTest, and so on. And what we will do, we will copy that and we will paste that, and we will change the name. Put for, I don't know, whatever you like. Ignacy, put like Archangel. What do you like? Something, okay. You remember that, okay?
Yeah,
If you want to have it smaller, you can. But okay,
it's okay.
okay, perfect. So, um, wait. So this is the first step. The second step, basically, I think that I remember correctly. Okay, we so guys, the first time it will take you a little time. Don't worry about that. This is the settings is like one time. For example, if you want, you can go and uh, how you can like to put something to have on your screen. You know,
Ah, yeah, like direct access.
yeah,
No?
exactly, exactly. So what happens? Uh, why it is stuck? Let's do that again. One more. So we will not have SkyTest running. And we wait. So why we did that? Why we have two? Because I want like to have a clone and run to run SkyTest two times simultaneously with one account. But if you just do that like that, you can't. It will press you a message like SkyTest is already running. Oh, it is not. Okay, I didn't expect that. It is easier, but it's okay. But we should do that anyway because one, it will have internet and basically, wait, bro, you can do that. Are we
Yeah.
lucky? Are we lucky? Wait, I didn't expect that. Oh, how? And why I'm why I make all this preparation? So guys, if you are lucky like my friend Ignacy, because I wasn't lucky, okay, and I couldn't run two sky tests simultaneously, um, and this is because of that. If you remember, we were Ignacy in your PC and we didn't do that, and it was like SkyTest is already running. If you remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might be only that, but here is a program. I hope that we will not use that, okay, and it will be so easy. Which called Sandy Bocci. It plus it is free. It is very easy to download. And what it does, it is insulate a program, okay, and you can run like multiple sky tests um, as more as you can. And what we did next, it was like I put a Archangel sky test. After that, basically, wait. First, for example, we are Archangel, and we will continue, and we will put like custom mode. How much? Let's do it. How much minute? Let's do it 45. Okay, you will play like a real man. So, by random. Wait, to check my very big. Okay, and not 12, 6. In every PC is different, but I think that for most PCs is like that. And frequency like medium, okay. And when you get better, you add one aircraft and you add like more frequency and like that, okay. And we will do that. Okay, so here is our points, and now we should be lucky. Let's see, can we do that together? It will be very fun. Pam, 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 pam. same. So are the same? No. Unfortunately, right now we are unlucky and it is not the same. Okay, guys. So you should do that again and again to be most of points or the same. It will take some time. Sorry. The task no. Okay. Before we run that, let's do the commands so
Okay.
you can see if it is more close or no. Okay. And
Yeah, now it's okay.
perfect. Okay. So now we go to Archangel test. So guys, if it is not running and you have problem and it is not running the SkyTest the easy way, use the application that I have told you, okay, Sandy bots, and you will understand. And if you have problem with your internet, you should like first run with one application, load the game, close the internet from the firewall. Okay, you will see how to close the internet access from the firewall, because when you load the game, you can be also offline. It doesn't need to have internet. Okay, and after that you play the game, what you will see in a little bit, and after that you go to firewall, give command to have internet access and so on. But this, it is very fast. Okay, this is our like first time that we do that, but in reality it's pretty fast. So right now I want like to go to radar, custom settings 45, yes, like we don't care about that because it will be only the audio, but it's okay. Are we lucky? No, we are not. It will take you like 5 times. Okay, so pam pam pam. No. Okay. We have N. We have O. I think it's okay. This map is more good. So basically, to be as perfect as you can, it should be exactly the same.
Mm.
But it's okay. At the end of the, you can do that more times to find exactly the same. It is hard, but it's okay if like half of the points, uh, basically it is less than half. Let's go for another. So guys, do not go. You don't worry to be as precise as you can, because in the end of the day, we do that for practice. So the other application you should download is Desk Pins. Desk Pins is an application that, for example, you pin enter mode, and right now it is on top. It is always on top, and I don't know, Ignacy, are you there or no?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you saw how Deskpin is running.
I can't see it now.
Okay, so right now I have two SkyTest. Okay, and sorry. Oh, and you go like there, you pin enter mode. Now this,
Okay.
it is always on top. Do you see? It is always
Yeah,
on
yeah,
top.
yeah. Okay, okay.
And so I will put that there, for example. Basically, it is a lot of different your application than mine. It is not going. Okay.
Because of
Basically,
Mac and
mine.
Windows.
I don't. No, no, no. It was. I was do that on Windows, and I didn't have all this area. Okay, and I put this to be like there, to be very near, and
Ah, yeah.
it
Yeah.
was very near. Now it is very far away.
We can do it maybe by making it smaller. The left side window, you know?
Yeah, wait, because in my Windows I cannot do that. But let's see on yours. No, it's not. It is like understand like that. You mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Because it won't get smaller, the actual playing area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. Yes, like that. Okay. And now, for example, you put that like that. And now what we need the next application. Guys, this is should be very fast and it will help you a lot, but there is only one problem. The problem is that if you do not have exactly the same um, points and you play like that, there is the audio, the real audio, and here it is not the audio, and you cannot see your best score, like because it is not the same. For example, here it might be a Quebec, but there it might be not a Quebec, and when the audio tells about Quebec, you press relevant, and there is false, but here is true. Um, but I expect that when you will play like that, you will be good on audio. Okay, when I mean good on audio, I want like if you can like 9 of the 10 to be correct. But unfortunately, this is the only drawback that we cannot see the exactly score. Here, the audio will be 0 because you will not press anything. Here, the audio it will be not like 100 if you press 100 corrects of there because of the points. But this is very good for your preparation because here you have start and stop and there you have audio. So what we will do, we will go like to Epic Pen. Basically you write because yeah. And with Epic Pen, what you can do with Epic Pen, this is like it helps me. Um, wait, oh, SkyTest is already running. This is bad. I didn't expect that. I didn't want this message to be shown, but okay, I don't know. Oh, sorry, sorry. Let's have it the resume. So what we want is like that. Unfortunately, if I draw there, um, and now I put mouse, for when I did you see it, it is vanished because it is always on top. So it might be hard, Ignacy, for the first time, like
Okay.
because you should press there and not there, but you get the point.
It's okay. I
And
can try.
okay, so um, um, when you are ready, you start, and I will write down to tell you about. I know that the first time it will be veiled, and you will tell us your experience. But guys, if you master how to do that and I give some ideas. You might do that better than me. Okay, I give some exploits that you can do, and please write down on comments. Okay, if you have any suggestion, and we might master it. But this is one step more. It is better for your preparation. Okay, so when you're ready, you start, Ignacio.
Okay, let's do it.
I think that it will help. So let's go with my way, the hard way. Ah my god, so the hard way is like we have Archangel, we run it. So here we are on Archangel. And wait, are this Archangel? I'm correct. Yes, because it is the second. Okay, so radar and Archangel is for the audio. Custom settings. It doesn't matter, but let's put seats. And right now the game was the game right now, if it is not has internet access, there is not any problem because it it has run. Okay, so what we do now, um, right, basically here we are on firewall. We go to advanced settings, and now we should set a new rule. The first time it takes a little time to set the rule, but after that it's like only on and off. And yes, you put advanced settings, and after that you go there, and it is outbound rules. And you set a new rule, and it is a program. Yes, we should find the oh, the Archangel mode. If I remember well, it was this. Wait, we will see. SkyTest. Perfect. Archangel. Open. Okay. Block the connection. This is the rule for all. Name. Let's put it right Archangel.
Okay.
Something that you will remember. And right now, disable. So right now the rule is running. So right now, Archangel mode, it has not internet. Okay. So now what we will do? Now we will open, because we scare. We will open sandbox. Oh, how? What? Okay, let's try. Come on. Okay, it ran. Perfect. This is like, now this is fully insulated. It is like, now SkyTest thinks that we have used only that. And I hope that it will work on you. If it not works, then it might have problem your application and you should talk like to SkyTest and blah blah blah.
Okay.
But for now it is like your last week. Uh, you might practice in Medium that you have told me. So no audio. We don't want audio. Please let me. So to So for Mac, what we will do, first thing, we open the applications, we write SkyTest. Sorry guys. And we want to make a copy, okay? How to make a copy? Just do duplicate, okay? And automatically it will do it. So right now we have two SkyTests. So what we will do, we open the first SkyTest. And we wait. Okay, perfect. So we go to radar and we want like to play in custom settings. Okay, I will explain that in another video. For me it is better like to prepare in 1 hour or 45 minutes and not 30 minutes, so you will be at your fullest. Like okay, in the start you play at 30 or at 20 minutes, and as you go on you go more and more and more, so you can become better. Like to have more stamina. Sorry, stamina is very important, okay, to have stamina. So okay, and we click not to enable, okay. So right now the game it will start, and what we will do, we run our command prompts. Bus, you can check the where, okay, it is, wait a little bit to write down on my, perfect. And we run the command prompts that you know. And copy, and we paste. Oh, I say we paste, okay. Oh, and can I, oh my god, okay, let's do it there. So it is this number. You know that I have shown that before in my previous videos, so I will not talk about that. So we copy, basically, you know what, let's put that like that, okay. You will find out, you will compare to the first game of that SkyTest has, okay. So now I don't know, does it running or no? Oh, wait, no, it is smooth. Sorry guys, let's go again one more time. So we quit, we run, we press bus, I press command, and like I'm doing right, or I do, okay, and the command prompt is so, wait, command, okay, it's working. Basically put that like more like 0.7 or 0.8, you will find out compared to the first game. Okay, so we have in one hand Archangel mode, but unfortunately it has not audio, and we want somehow to play also the audio, and so we will have the full experience. Okay, like I have the airways, I have the start and stop, and I have the audio. So what we will do, so right now we should go to Lulu. If you know, Lulu is like a firewall for Mac. I put enable and I have one rule. If you see that it blocks the internet. Okay, so for example now SkyTest has not internet, so SkyTest do not know that we are inside of the game. This is the hack. Okay, and now I will go and I will open copy and it will work. Okay, I will go inside with no problem. Okay, this is the trick, guys, this is the trick. So what I do, I go again to radar, I put like custom settings also, and now I click audio task often. Okay, it is good to have often. And look what is the problem. The only problem, there are two problems. Okay, two problems, but it is like, okay, we cannot be perfect. The first problem is that in Windows I know that there is an application that I can have something always on top. Okay, I don't know if, for example, and this is always on top, and if I click to this application, it will not go above of this, because this will be always on top. So look, find out with artificial intelligence, ask one friend that it's not about macOS better than me, because I'm not so good in that software. My software basically is Windows, and find out a way. If you cannot find, because I couldn't find, but I didn't search that a lot, for example, put second screen and with I don't know how HMI, I don't remember, like to have a second screen, and you will be like a king, because for example you can like to have two SkyTest simultaneously, and there will be no problem. So how it will go, we press both of the games to start. Okay, and now for example I play on that it has not audio. I don't know, basically I am very bored to play, sorry guys. I just will wait for an audio. Sorry, and the second problem, the first problem is that because when you will press there relevant or irrelevant, this game has the audio. Okay, this game is only for the audio, and this game is for the navigation, the conflicts, and so on. And the second problem is that because it is random, the points are not the same. Okay, the points are not the same. Yes, if you run it a lot of times, you might find a map that is good and it will have like most of the points. But in the end of the day, just do that like 2, 3, 4 times, and if you can find something similar, just play with different points. In the end of the day, this you will play that when I advise you to play like that, this Archangel mode, like in your last place, okay, when you will be at your fullest, because when you will be at your fullest, you will know the audio and you will press incorrects, like you will make falses only when, for example, you have a lot of in your brain capacity and you just skip that and you press by luck, like by coincidence, like you press and you didn't think that. But if, for example, you had like only audio, okay, only audio, and your mind was 100% in the audio, then you would probably, not probably, then you will do like 10 out of 10, okay, all will be correct. This is when you will play this, okay, because before like I call that Archangel mode version 2, okay. First you will play the Archangel mode version 1, okay, and you will play like Archangel mode version 1 and you will try sorry guys, I will do that once again. I thought that it has about conflicts, like to have. So, okay, and if you are good, yes, you press one more and so on. So first you play the version 1, you master the audio, okay, you master, like you can do 10 out of 10 if you do not have your mind in other things, and when you have done that, then you go to version 2, which is the version 2, okay. And now, for example, let's play, and this is where I move. For example, I want that to go on A, so it is 400 and I'm okay. This will go to R, okay, 400, perfect, and this will go to, basically, yes, I have no conflict, and there it will go to
a point,
T.
kilo,
Okay.
runway 19 is in use, wet conditions.
And now if you, for example, kilo, I do not have kilo, I press irrelevant, okay, boom, and this is it. Do you understand how you play? And unfortunately, because the aircrafts and the points are not the same, yes, you will have messages like this is irrelevant
a point,
and so on.
Oscar,
Oh,
work in
fuck.
progress on runway.
Wait, Oscar, do I have Oscar? No, I don't have Oscar, okay, irrelevant, boom. And this is how you play, okay. And unfortunately, when you press, you must press one and you must press another one, and after that you should do that. And unfortunately, I didn't found one application that I can have it always on top, because if I have this always on top, I will do like that, and after that just press, and it's very easy, okay. So this is it. This is very good for your preparation, very good, okay. Do that, do not get bored, it's very fast, okay. And after that you press exit, and there, from this game, you see the scores about the navigation and about the conflicts, and from that, okay, you see the audio score, but it's not like the best because you have different aircrafts and different points, but this is very good for your preparation. Okay, and after that you just go to Lulu and you place disable and you are perfect. Okay, and so on. About Windows, I will tell you right now what you should do